A very warm welcome to today's session in which I am going to help you with certain Python programs. And by doing these programs, some important concepts could be highlighted that how you can calculate the roots of the quadratic equation and how you can check whether a triangle that is being used is isosceles or not. And also, I will help you to just print all the numbers up to n which are not divisible by 3, 6, 9, and so on. Okay, so these three programs we are going to cover here. So first one is compute and print. So first we will compute and then we will print the roots of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, and the values of a, b, and c will be provided by the user. And second one is that we will give a range. Okay, I will give that up to n. Suppose if it is 10, so I will help you to calculate that up to 10 which numbers are not divisible by 3, 6, 9. Okay, so for example, 1 is not divisible by 3, 2 is not divisible by 3, okay, and 4 is not divisible by 3, and so on. It means together these numbers are not divisible by 3, 6, and 9. And the last one is write a program to determine whether a triangle is isosceles or not. Now, what is an isosceles triangle? That triangle in which the two sides of the triangle are of equal length, to that triangle is known as isosceles. There is also equilateral triangle in which all the three sides are equal, but we are not working on that. So our target is to check whether a triangle is isosceles or not. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's go to the idle and start writing these programs. So I'm looking for idle. So here the idle is, and in the idle I have to start a new file. So I will click on file, new file, right? So the first program that we are going to do is to just calculate the roots of a quadratic equation. Okay, so here we are going to calculate the roots, and for calculating the roots you need to calculate d. Okay, and for that you need to use the square root function. So square root function is actually a function of module math. So you have to first import math. If you remember, in case of C++ or C, if you need to include any header file, you write hash include and then you write math.h. Here in case of Python, you need to write import instead, and then you simply need to write the name of the module. So import math is the module. Now we need to get three values a, b, and c from the user. So what I'm going to write, I'm writing eval, right? And then input, and the first value is enter a, right? And just to make sure that your input is not sticking to your message, you can give some space like this. Okay, similarly we can copy this thing twice to get the value of b and c. Okay, so here I'm going to do the changes. So this is gonna be my b, and this is the value that I'm going to getting from the user, and similarly for c. Okay, now first you need to calculate the d. If you go and check the formula of calculating the roots, you will get the better idea that what actually I am helping you with. So d equals to, then you have to write math dot square root, and then you have to write b square minus 4ac under root. So this d's value is b square minus 4ac. So how to calculate b square? So you will write b multiplied by b, and then what you need to do, you are going to subtract 4ac. It means 4, and then multiply by a multiply by c. So actually I'm going to help you with the value of d, which is under root of b square minus 4ac. Okay, so this is going to be my b square. So I'm writing b multiplied by b. This is b square. Okay, and this is 4ac. So you need to write the under root of all these. So under root means you are calculating b square minus 4ac, and then it's under root. That's why I am writing this one big bracket here that tells that this is the outer bracket, and inside that bracket I have b square minus 4. In this bracket is actually the square root, for square root. Okay, so once you calculate D, you can calculate the roots. So you need to check the formula again. So first root is, go and check the formula, D minus B, and then you have to divide it with 2 multiplied by A. Similarly, the second root is equals to minus B minus D, and then you again have to divide it with 2A. So 2A means 2 multiplied by A. And once you are done, you can print the roots. Okay, so you can give the message, the roots of equation, right, is, and then you know the roots are in R1, comma, R2. So this is your program for calculating the roots. Let's save it on the desktop and give it name 4.py. And once you save it, let's try running it. So I'm going to run it. So let the first value of A is 2. The value of B is 8. And again, suppose I'm entering the value of C. So these are the two roots of this quadratic equation given to me by my program. Okay. So after that, the second program says that you have to print the numbers up to n, which are not visible by suppose 3, right, or 6 or 9. So I'm working on only 3. Okay. So you can work on 3, 6, 9 together, but to make it simple, I am helping you to just find those numbers between a range that are not divisible by 3 only. Okay, so for that, first of all, you need to get the range from the user. So I'm going to get the range. So n equals to eval, and then input, and then I'm going to enter the number to which you want the range. Okay, so I'm writing enter range. Okay, so once I enter it, I'm going to run my for loop, that for I in range. So my range is set to n. Okay, so I will write 1 comma n. Okay, and then up to this range, what I want to do, if this I and then the module operator. Okay, if something is not divisible by 3, so you will get a remainder, but if it is divisible, you will get the remainder 0. So if the remainder is completely 0, it means I'm not interested in it. So I want to skip the loop, so I'm writing continue, so that loop will be skipped. Otherwise, if there is a remainder being generated, means it is not divisible, I want to print that value of I. That's the value in which I am interested. Okay, so I'm going to save it on the desktop. Let the name this time be 5.py. So this is the program. So let's try running it. So if I run this program, okay, so what will happen? It will ask me the range. Okay, out of 1 till 10, I'm giving the range 10. From 1 till 10, I want all those numbers which are not divisible by 3. So it will give me the range. Okay, so this program is helping you to find all the numbers which are not divisible by 3 only. And now it's your task to calculate those numbers, also to find those numbers which are not divisible by 6, 9, or together with 3, 6, and 9. Okay, the last program is we have to determine whether a triangle is isosceles or not. So to check it, first of all, you need to get the 3 sides. Okay, so let the first side is F. Okay, and eval, input, enter first side. Okay, this is my first side of the triangle. And after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy paste it, Control C, and for other 2 sides, Control V and Control V, and then doing changes. Like second side is S, so and enter. This is my second side. And third side, this is my triangle's third side, and I'm going to store it in variable T. Okay, so I am going to get 3 sides in F, S, and T. Okay, so if you want to check if triangle is isosceles, you need to be very careful, because for isosceles triangle, only two sides of the triangle should be equal. Okay, so any two sides, it can be f equals to s, or it can be s equals to t, or it can be f equals to t. So we need to cover all the three scenarios or options. So if f is equals to s, even then it's isosceles, or if f is not equals to s but s is equals to t, even then it's isosceles. But if these two conditions are not satisfied and the last one is t is equals to f, even then it's my isosceles triangle. So if any of these three, not all of these, or means that any of these three is okay, then you have to print it's an iso, which triangle? Isosceles triangle. Okay, so after that, this is triangle, and if the condition is not satisfied, it means else part will run, and in the else part, what you are going to say? You are going to say it's not, right? It's not. I'm keeping it simple. It's not. Oh, sorry, I have to just put the colon here, and then here I have to write print it's not. This is the message. Okay, so let's save it and give it the name 6.py. So now my program is saved. Now let's check. I'm going to run it. So if I run it, it asks me to enter the site. So if I'm entering first site 2, second site 3, and third site 2, so it will say it's an isosceles triangle because the first and third sides are same. Again, I will run it, and this time I will enter all the three sides different, 1, 2, and 3. So it will say it's not, because all the three sides are of a different length. Okay, so I hope that these three programs are that I have covered are being understood by you, and I hope you practice these programs on your own also. And let's meet again for some new programs in Python. So till then, keep learning, keep enjoying. Bye bye.